And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's live stream, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, a very early one for you. Yes, I wasn't expecting to go live so early, but when we are in the transfer window and there is breaking news, then I'll always just go live and just get the content out there and keep you up to date as quick as I possibly can, instead of sitting around editing videos and all these kind of stuff. So yes guys, a bit of breaking news this morning with regards to Cyriel Dessers, as you can read there in the title, which we'll get to momentarily, whilst also going through a potential incoming that we could go on and sign, as McLean is also being linked to the football club. So we'll discuss those two big stories, one that's obviously broken this morning, one that broke last night, so we'll discuss those both in detail. Of course, Rangers did return back to pre-season yesterday, and as stated, we kept you up to date that we had, of course, Robbie Fraser had agreed a deal, signed a new contract with the football club, and then of course we had appointed a new assistant manager. Guys, I appreciate it's super early guys, but if you haven't already, please do hit the old like button and subscribe. Anyway, let's get into the news that you're all waiting for. According to reports out in Greece, Mr. Cyriel Dessers, the man that a lot of fans have been frustrated with this season. We'll talk about him in a minute, but let's get to the news. According to reputable sources out in Greece, PAOK are in advanced talks with Cyriel Dessers. The players' side are satisfied with the financial package on offer. Transfer fee has not yet been mentioned by any sources out in Greece. So that's all we've got for you so far with regards to Cyriel Dessers. And that is that reports out in Greece, and what I have done from doing this stuff, Greek sources are fairly reputable, and they are stating that according to sources, PAOK are in advanced talks with Cyriel Dessers. The players' side are satisfied with the financial package on offer. However, at this moment in time, no transfer fee has yet been mentioned by the sources out in Greece. Again, my personal opinion on this one, Cyriel Dessers. Now, again, I've got to admit, I don't think Cyriel Dessers is good enough for Glasgow Rangers. Yes, he was our second top goal scorer, but I think he had an XG of 6 last year. And again, that just shows, yes, he created a lot of chances. I think that's what he was using, but he missed so many big chances for us that ultimately cost us the league title, I suppose. Yes, some could say, oh, the chances wouldn't have been there if he never created them, but he missed so many big and high-profile chances. And I do like the player, was a very likeable guy, but if there's an absolute wind or a sniff that Rangers can recoup some of that money back, and then we as a football club have to be all over it. Genuinely, we have to be all over that. And as stated, apparently, sometimes when you have a player at the football club, it's a part of, well, with us, trying to offload some of these players is always trying to get the player out the door because they're on a really good wage. But if he's already agreed personal terms, if we can now agree a fee with PAOK, then happy days. And again, this is nothing against Cyriel Dessers. I actually like him as a guy, but Rangers need to be shopping in a different market. We want to get players that Philippe Clement wants in through the door. And yeah, I'd be probably open to it and open to letting him go out the door. However, looking at the poll at this moment in time, 62% of you think yes, we should let him go, but 38% of you say no. Why? Let me know your thoughts down there in the live chat. Why don't you think Rangers should sell Cyriel Dessers? And also the fact, why do you think they should? As stated, let me know down there in the old live chat, guys, or in the comment section if you're watching this on a replay. But guys, we'll keep you up to date. Nothing too, we don't know anything about transfer fees just yet. But what I will say from doing this for a while is coming from reputable sources out in Greece, and they are stating that PAOK are in advanced talks with Cyriel Dessers. The players' side are satisfied with the financial package on offer. However, at this moment in time, no transfer fee has been agreed between the two clubs. I always struggle to understand this whole thing when it comes to players in advanced talks. Like, how the heck can they start speaking to our player if we've not agreed a fee? I don't get that sort of thing, but obviously he's probably had permission to speak if he's in advanced talks over negotiations. So we'll find out about that a bit later on. But yeah, there's no rest day for the wicked. Every day is always something within the Rangers transfer space, and that is the main news this morning with regards to Mr. Cyriel Dessers. Now, last night also with regards to incomings, this man here, McLean, has been linked to the football club. We got Scott Burns is quite reputable. He broke the news last night, Scott Burns, and stated that Rangers want to make a summer move for Scotland midfielder Kenny McLean. The 32-year-old still has 2 years left on his current deal at Carrow Road, with a further option for 12 months on top of that. Any move depends on whether or not Norwich would be willing to do business. So, other news, troops, is Kenny McLean is being linked to the football club that Rangers want to make a swoop for him. People will be like, well, 32-year-old, Dan. Yes, well, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to win any championships with a team full of 19, 20, 21-year-olds. Yes, we're going in the right direction with regards to recruiting these gems, but we still need some glue to hold it together and some experience to hold it together. And what I do say about Kenny, yes, he's 32 years old. Yes, he plays in the championship, and I've been like, I don't want those kind of players. But he is a Rangers boy. He is a Rangers man. I know this is a saying that's coined around a lot, but sometimes you need that experience that knows what it's all about the football club. You know, they feel what we feel when we're losing. You're losing Ryan Jack out the door. Ryan Jack's gone out the door, who was a Rangers fan. You had Griggsy, who was a Rangers fan. You got players, we haven't really got many Rangers fans within our team at this moment in time. Scotty Arfield, who was a Rangers fan. You need these boys that know what it feels like. They go through the pain that we go through when we lose games. You need those sort of characters in the dressing room to tell the young foreign boys what it's all about. So I wouldn't be against Kenny McLean coming to the club. I do think it wouldn't be a charity option. I do think he's actually a good player. I do think he had something to offer, and he's a Rangers man. And again, I don't like to do jobs for the boys. It's not a jobs for the boy. I do think he's a bit quality, a bit glue. But, after we've lost some homegrown talent, we need it. But we also need some guys that actually support the football club within the team. I think that also does help us out. But having said that, I'm not going to be I don't want Rangers paying crazy transfer fees for this. If we can get a deal done, we'll probably have to see the player on his side push it through if something was going to happen. But reports are stating that Rangers do want to make a move for Kenny McLean. And it's going to be an interesting one because he's going to have to be compensated. Because if he's got 2 years left on his deal at 32 with an option for a further year, then, he must be on a handsome contract, which will take him to about 35. So we'd probably offer him a 3-year contract. It'd probably have to be competitive to that Norwich contract if he's going to jump ship. I can't imagine him jumping ship for a 1-year deal. But then again, do you want to get trapped into that whole situation where you're like, well, we're not signing down a 32-year-old to a 3-year deal or a 4-year deal. I don't mind a 2-year, maybe with an option with 1 if he performs well, but no 4 or 5-year contracts for 32-year-olds. I wouldn't want to be doing that. So it's got to be something competitive there, but that's what's being reported last night by Scott Burns, who is fairly reputable, stating that Rangers do want to make a move for Kenny McLean. So that's kind of all we've got for the main headlines today. I appreciate that you are tuning in fairly early. Yes, I'm just having my morning coffee, actually. Still full, which is quite annoying. And it's fucking lukewarm as well. But yeah, anyway, either way, guys, I'll let you crack on with your day. They're the main headlines for today. Cyriel Dessers is reportedly in advanced talks with Power. No transfer fee at this moment in time has been agreed. And then lastly, ladies and gentlemen, reports also stating that Rangers want Kenny McLean. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts on both of those stories down there in the old comment section below. I will not take any more of your time. I know it's all precious. And have a great Tuesday, troops, wherever you are. Take care, like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Take care. Shh.